Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video. Now let's talk about stretch marks. Do you have them? I personally had a few and mine is somewhere near to my side right here, and I find a little bit on my stomach here, and not that much, just a very light. However, there are people out there that have real stretch marks. Some people tend to have their entire stomach, you know, they had a pregnancy and after the pregnancy that is what is left. I notice a lot of people have stretch marks on their buttocks, and some people have it on their legs. Some people even have the stretch marks on their arms. Now there are different type of stretch marks, okay? You have the whole ones, the new ones, and stretch marks are normally bluish, purplish, and some people they just look straight up like whitish on the skin, depending on your skin type. Now it's very difficult to get rid of some type of stretch marks. However, what you can do, you can kind of lighten it or make it seem less obvious. So I'm going to share a remedy with you today that you can use to control it. This remedy is good for all type of stretch mark, whether it is whole, new, bluish, yellowish, or regardless of how you get it. Now for some people, when you use it, depending on the severity of your stretch marks, it might not completely get rid of the stretch mark, but it will lighten the stretch mark. It will fade them so that they are not that obvious. Some people that have just minor stretch marks from, you know, little stretching on the buttocks area or so, you will find that you will completely get rid of those stretch marks. So if you are interested in this DIY home remedy, which I personally use on my stretch marks, and as a matter of fact, I think I've shared a similar recipe to this before that people have been really seeing result, then continue watching the video. Before I jump in the kitchen, however guys, if you're new here, don't forget to give us a like and don't forget to subscribe so that each time we post a video you will get a notification right away. We also have our own skincare line, Khichi Beauty skincare, and we're going to put some there's going to be a little view product somewhere here. You can click on that and you can see some of the products we use in this video, along with some of the products from Khichi Beauty skincare, like dark spot corrector or our turmeric line of products that you can also use on your stretch marks. So go ahead and browse. Now let's get in the kitchen and start whipping this up. So to make the stretch mark remedy, the first thing I do, I get some rose water, and rose water help to balance the natural pH level of the skin. So I take my rose water and I add about a tablespoon of the rose water to a small bowl. Once this is done, I reach for some aloe vera gel, and I like to use about, let's go ahead and pour this in, about 2 tablespoons of the aloe vera gel. Now aloe vera gel is smoothing on the skin, and you can use any type of aloe vera gel you have. You can even use fresh aloe vera gel for this recipe. So I take my whisk and I whisk the aloe vera gel with the rose water, totally blending the two ingredients together. When you apply aloe vera on the stretch marks, it helps to lighten the appearance of the striation, and that is exactly what you want it to do. So we are blending rose water and aloe vera gel together, and we are mixing well. A simple recipe that you can use to lighten your stretch marks and basically to get rid of the stretch marks. So now that this is done, I am going to put that to the side. And now here I have another bowl, and I'm going to reach for some turmeric powder. Turmeric have to lighten, brighten the skin, but it also have antibacterial properties, which makes it great to use on your stretch marks. So I'm going to dive in, and we do not need a lot, about a quarter teaspoon of the turmeric powder. And next I'm going to reach for some hot water, and I'm going to slowly pour this in, about a teaspoon of hot water, and I'm just going to mix it in the turmeric. You can also choose to use white turmeric instead of yellow turmeric for this recipe. A teaspoon of the turmeric powder in hot water. Now once this is done, let's put this aside a little to cool. And now let's reach back for our aloe vera mixture. Now when it comes on to stretch marks, there are a few oils that are amazing for stretch marks. This is coconut oil, and coconut oil is one of the better oil to use when you're trying to clear up your stretch mark, regardless of where it is on your body. So for the coconut oil, I'm going to be using a teaspoon of the coconut oil. I'm adding the coconut oil to the aloe vera mixture. Coconut oil works on the skin as a humectant. It locks moisture in the skin. So now I'm going to mix the coconut oil in our aloe vera mixture, and I'm mixing well, totally blending together. We're making a stretch mark remover cream that anyone can whip up in their kitchen. Now take a look. This is what we have so far, and what I'm going to use in this next for the stretch marks is some castor oil. Castor oil is good to use all over your body, but when it comes on to stretch marks, whether you have black, purplish, old, new, this is good for your stretch marks. We're not using a lot of the castor oil because it's very strong and potent. So I'm using about a half a teaspoon of the castor oil. We're adding this to the mixture. And if you have white castor oil, you can use it too. Castor oil contains rinsolic acid, fatty acid, and people have been using castor oil on stretch marks for years. I personally also use it directly on my stretch marks because this really helps to fade the stretch marks, and that's what you want to do. You're looking to fade the stretch mark, to lighten them a bit so that they are less noticeable. So here in our bowl we have some rose water, we have aloe vera gel, we have coconut oil, and we also have some castor oil. And now what we're going to do, we are going to reach for our turmeric, and this is now brewed and cool. So we're going to start out with the 1 teaspoon of the turmeric mixture, and we're adding this, and now we are going to blend it in. When you mix the turmeric like this, guys, it is not going to stain your sheet or stain your skin, so it's easier to use. Also, if you do not want to use the yellow turmeric, go ahead and use the white turmeric for this recipe. And blend in well, and take a look. This is how it looks, creamy, guys. And what I like to do, I like to set this aside for a day or two for the turmeric to infuse in the aloe vera gel and the oils, and then it is ready to use on your stretch marks. So to use it on your stretch marks anywhere on your body, all you need is just a little bit. You apply it, and then you are just going to massage it on the area. Massage, massage, massage your stomach, your buttocks, anywhere you have stretch marks. And once you massage it on the area nightly, give it time to work, and before you know it, guys, look at that. Look at the big difference just by me applying it. You can see the big difference. Before you know it, you are stretch mark free. The fading your stretch mark. Now go ahead, guys, and store this in a small container and use it. You don't have to use this up within 7 days. You can use it, over 3-4 weeks, because there's nothing in this to go bad or to gain any form of a fungus. However, to be on the safe side, if you want to, you can go ahead and you can add some vegetable glycerine to the mixture. Just a little bit, about a half a teaspoon of the vegetable glycerine. This is going to keep bacteria out of your DIY. So go ahead, whip this one up, and you're on your way to clearing your stretch marks. And there you have it, a very simple, a very easy recipe that anyone can whip up in their kitchen. Now, this is not magic, guys, so you need to use it for a while. Give it time to work on the skin. 3 to 6 weeks, you should be seeing some form of a result. Well, guess what? If you want to double up on this batch, you can also double up on it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to visit our store or click on that new product right here on your screen, and that's going to take you to our store. Don't leave without subscribing if you have not already subscribed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye-bye.